This peanut soup recipe is a must try. Trust me. Oh my goodness, it's so delicious. And I have so many recipes of peanut soup on my channel if you're interested. Hello guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. So guys, here are all the ingredients we are going to need for this recipe. The list of the ingredients will be in my description box. This is crayfish. It's very tiny. They are very different from prawns. They are very tiny and they smell delicious. They take your African soup to another level. Now we have some smoked prawns. We have some dry fish. This is herring fish. And we have some onions. We also have some garlic, we have ginger, and we have chili, habanero chilies. We have some iru powder, which is locust beans powder. We have some tomato paste, fresh tomatoes, peanuts, butter, and we have some dry fish like smoked fish, whichever fish you want for your soup. And here we have some smoked chicken and some crabs, okay? You can use the type of proteins you choose, that's completely fine. Here in my pot, I'm going to add my smoked chicken and my crabs. So I'm going to add some water, I'm going to add some salt and some chopped onions, and I'm going to cover and allow it to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Just because I want the chicken to soften a bit, okay? I'm using hard chicken, so you definitely want to pre-cook it before you start your main cooking. Meanwhile, I'm going to get my peanut butter ready, and here in my bowl I'm adding my peanut butter. I'm going to add some water, so I'm adding some boiling water first, and I'm going to use a spoon to mix it till it cools down a bit, and then I'm going to wash my hand and put my hand in there because it works best for me. Yes, my hand does the job better than the spoon at this at this point. So do it the way you feel like you can do it, okay? Just make sure you mix it well till you get this consistency and this liquid, like your peanut butter is well mixed. Set it aside, and yes, I'm going back to my soup, and this is what it's looking like. I added some beef behind camera. Like I said, use the protein of your choice. So now it's time to add my dry fish. It's time to add my turkey. I'm using smoked turkey, okay? And also I'm going to add some tomato paste. I'm going to add some fresh tomatoes. I'm going to add some onions and some chili, and I'm gonna add more water. So after adding the water, I'm adding a bit more salt, okay? And I'm going to add some powder mix. This is crayfish, dry fish, and prawns, smoked prawns powder. I'm adding some of the powder and I'm keeping some of the powder on the side. And I'm going to mix well and then add my locust bean powder. And I'm going to mix it well again, and I'm going to cover and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm coming back and I'm going to add my peanut butter inside the soup. Before I do that, I want to remove some of the liquid and set aside so that if I find I need more liquid, I can add it back to the soup. If I find I don't need more liquid, I can keep it out there. So guys, I'm using a sieve. That's the reason why I mix my peanut butter with water first before adding it to the soup, so that I can sieve it nicely to make sure that my soup is very smooth, because sometimes there can be bits, there can be like peanut bits inside the peanut butter. Sometimes it's not blended well enough. So this way you're going to be able to have your smooth soup. So all I need to do now is to mix it well, cover and allow it to cook until my vegetables are well cooked. So when your onions and tomatoes are soft enough, just remove them and add them to your blender, which is what I did here. Sorry, my camera did not record it when I was removing it. And now I'm going to add my fresh ginger and my fresh garlic. So this is a very important step in this soup, and I'm going to mix the whole thing together and pour it back in my soup. Okay guys, I'm going to rinse my blender a bit and add the water inside the soup. And now it's time to add the remaining of the fish, crayfish and smoked prawns powder that we left on the side. Remember, we added half of it and we kept the other half. So it's time to add the other half inside the soup and mix the whole thing nicely. Adjust your seasoning, like if it needs more salt or Maggi or whatever it is that you want to use, it's up to you. Allow it to cook now on low heat for about 5 minutes, and this is it. The soup is ready. Look at that. Look at the color. Everything is popping. Like seriously, it was so delicious. Please guys, you need to try this one. You really need to try this peanut soup. It was so yummy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you try it, and see you in my next video. Bye.